Hi guys, good morning. So let's continue our session today. We were discussing the concept of depreciation until last class. So today we'll be doing a new concept with regard to depreciation, and that is called change in method of depreciation. Right. So this concept is something which you would not have learned in 11th and 12th. This is a new concept altogether for all of you. So what is this concept? It says that change in method of depreciation. What do you mean by change in method of depreciation? It so happens that business in last few years, while calculating depreciation, they would have followed one method. Let's suppose that in last 3 years, let's talk about 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20. These 3 years, the business has followed SLM method of depreciation. What is SLM?
Straight line method.
Okay, straight line method of depreciation was been followed. From current year 2021, from current year 2021 onwards, they wanted to change the method of depreciation from SLM to WDV. They wanted to change the method of depreciation from SLM to WDV. In that case, what do we do? So that is the concept we are going to learn. Are you able to understand? So initially we are following one method. After one point of time, we are changing the method of depreciation. So we no longer want to charge depreciation SLM method. We want to now charge on WDV method. If this is the case, then what are we supposed to do? What is accounting treatment? Okay. Now the question that we need to ask ourselves is, when can change in method of depreciation be made? When is the requirement of the change in method of depreciation is coming up? They say that if adoption of new method is required by statute means by law. Law says that now you no longer you should use SLM, now you should use WDV method. So far you were using SLM method, now there's a change in law, and law insists that you should not do SLM, you should do WDV. So can I say because of law we are forced to change from SLM method to WDV method? Yes or no? The adoption of new method is required by statute. Statute means by law, or it could be to comply with accounting standard. Accounting standard will say that no, now you have to start using WDV method. SLM method is not allowed. You have to use WDV method. Accounting standard is different. Law is different. Accounting standard is different. Law is different. Accounting standard is a set of rules and regulations which is prescribed by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, whereas law is given by government. So institute has prescribed certain accounting standards, and that accounting standard says that you are so far using SLM, but now you have to use WDV. SLM is not to be followed. Or third could be the reason where to have more appropriate presentation of financial statement of enterprise. Now if you feel that if I present my financial statement, to give a better presentation of the financial statements, it is advisable to use WDV instead of SLM. What is financial statements? Financial statement is preparation of trading and P&L and balance sheet. What is financial statement? Whenever I say financial statement, it means trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. To give a better presentation of trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet, if the company or the business person feels that no, it is better to adopt a new method, instead of SLM we can do WDV, then we have to say that there is a change in method of depreciation. Okay, it is not necessary that from SLM we're coming to WDV. It can be from WDV to SLM also. It is only in my example I've told that so far you are following SLM, now we are going to WDV. It can be opposite also. So far you were following WDV, now you want to follow SLM. That is also possible. Are you able to understand, guys? So the concept here is, what will happen? What will be the accounting treatment whenever the new method of depreciation is adopted? Why? What are the reasons for adopting the new methods? These are the three reasons. These are the three reasons or three, let's say, scenarios when a new method is adopted. One, when it is required by statute, that is law. Second is to comply with accounting standard. Third, if you want to have a more appropriate presentation of the financial statement. These three are the reasons for which we will adopt a new method. Okay, so what do we do? Calculation of depreciation. Depreciation should be recalculated as per new method from the date of asset coming into use. What should we do? We have to recalculate the depreciation as per new method right from the beginning, from when the asset is come into use. Come into use. The word is asset is come into use. Treatment of deficiency. The deficiency should be debited to statement of profit and loss account of the year in which depreciation is changed. This you will not understand now. This for you to understand, we'll have to do a practical question. Okay, now are we clear with the first 2 points? What is the reasons for change in depreciation, and if depreciation is method is changed, what will be the calculation? You would recalculate as per the new method right from the beginning of the year, from when the asset is coming into use or put into use. In the end point, we'll go to the next point. So let's take illustration 14. It says that on 1st January 2017, Bharat Tulsian Limited purchased 2 machines, machine 1 and machine 2, costing 50,000 each. Machine 1 50,000, machine 2 50,000, and provided, which means already they were providing depreciation on SLM basis 10%. At the end of 2020, that is financial year 1920, the company decided to change the method of depreciation from straight line method to WDV method. Retrospectively. What is the meaning of retrospectively? There are 2 words. Prospectively. This is one word. Another word is retrospectively. Prospectively means this is financial year 2017. This is 2018. This is 2019. We are in current year 2020. So far you are using SLM method. In 2020, you wanted to use WDV method. If they say that depreciation is changed prospectively, means from here I'll calculate the depreciation. I will not go back. But if they say retrospectively, let's say this is 2017, 2018, 2019 and 2020. If they tell that in past you were using SLM method, today from today we'll be using WDV method. So if they use the word retrospectively, means this WDV should be calculated right from beginning. I'll do WDV again, calculation. So what is the meaning of retrospectively? Retrospectively means right from the beginning. Prospectively means from today. So from today, when you decided to change, from today you will continue the new method. Whereas retrospectively means we'll go back right from beginning, we'll change from SLM to will change to WDV. Every year we'll go and change income. So are we clear with the meaning of prospectively and retrospectively? Any doubts in this, please? Very important. This word you will come across in so many places. Even in law, you will come across this word, prospectively and retrospectively. Whenever there is a change in law, they will tell that whether the change in law is applicable prospectively or retrospectively. If today income tax rate is changed, whether it is applicable from today. If it is applicable from today, it is prospectively. If it is applicable from April onwards, then we say retrospectively. Purida. Prospective means inniki change vardo, from when change is coming, from that date it will be implemented. The changes will be implemented. Retrospectively means from the date, from the past date it will be implemented. If this is clear, let me know. I'll proceed forward.
Clear, sir.
Clear, sir.
Everybody.
Understood, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
now let's understand this question. They're telling that from 1st January 2017 onwards. So this is a financial year, whether it is 17-18 or okay 2020. So which means independent year. So the financial year is January to December. So 17. So can I say this is 2017, 2018, 2019, 2017, 2018, 2019. This past year. Now we are in current year. 2020. So far in the past, what method was applied? Sir, SLM method was applied. So far, SLM method was applied. In 2020, they decided that they wanted to shift it to WDV method. WDV method, that too retrospectively. WDV method retrospectively. Okay, now what should I do? What is step number 1? Step number 1, you should calculate and tell me what is the depreciation under SLM method. Step 1. Tell me the depreciation. Calculation of depreciation under SLM method. So what is the machine that was purchased? On 1st January 2017, 2 machines were purchased 50,000 each. So which means machine 1 is equal to 50,000 and machine 2 is equal to 50,000. Am I right? So,
Yeah.
so this is machine 1. Machine 1, machine 2. So purchase cost is how much? 50,000, 50,000. Depreciation for 17. Billing depreciation rate is 10%. So which means 1st April it is purchased, the machine is utilized for the entire year. So 50,000 into 10 by 100 is 5,000 rupees. Can I say 5,000? Can I say 5,000?
Yes, sir.
All of you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now please tell me one thing. The balance WDV is 45,000. Now please tell me one thing. Can I do this way? 5,000 is the depreciation for machinery 1, 5,000 for machinery 2. Since we are following SLM method, in 2017, 2018, 2019, all the 3 years for machine 1 it is going to be 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, and for machine 2 also 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. So can I say machine 1 depreciation for 3 years is nothing but 5,000 into 3, which is 15,000. And for machine 2, it is again 5,000 into 3, 15,000. So total depreciation that would have been charged, already charged so far is 30,000. This is depreciation already charged. Dep already charged. Charged means what? I wrote this to P&L account. Since we are following SLM method in 2017, 18, 19, this depreciation is already charged. Do you all agree with me? So total depreciation 30,000 rupees. Step 1. So what are we doing? First, trying to calculate the depreciation under the normal method, under the old method. Now, step 2 is to recalculate depreciation right from beginning using WDV method. Step 2. Step 2, recalculation of depreciation under new method, which is WDV method. UNDER, under WDV method. So machine 1, machine 2, right? What is the purchase cost? So purchase cost is 50,000, sir, and 50,000, sir. Okay, sir. What is the depreciation, please? In 2017, it is 5,000 and 5,000. So what is the balance brought down, sir? So it is balance brought down is 45,000, sir, and 45,000, sir. Again, less depreciation for the next year, that is 2018. 45,000 into 10 by 100 because we're doing WDV method. So it is 4,500. Am I right? At the rate of 10% on book value or WDV, written down value. So 45,000 minus 4,500 is how much?
4,500.
Sorry, 40,000?
300.
Okay. Okay, done. Again, depreciation can I minus? Less depreciation of 2019. At the rate of 10% is 4050. 4050. Now please tell me what is the minus value? What is the minus value? 40,500 minus 4050. How much?
36,450.
36?
450, sir.
36,450. 36,450. Now can I say This is the depreciation of the past year. And what will be the depreciation of the current year? Current year I meant to calculate. Wait, don't do for current year. Current year will wait. Now please tell me what is the total depreciation? Can I say 10,000 here? Here it is 9,000. Am I right? What is
Yes,
the total
sir.
here?
8,100.
8,100. Please tell me the total. 10,000 plus 9,000 is 19,000. 19,000 plus 8,100 is how much?
27. 28.
27,100. Right or wrong?
Right, sir.
Okay. Step 3. Step 3, take the difference between the two. Step 3, calculate the difference between SLM and WDV. So what is the depreciation under SLM method? So under SLM, the depreciation is 30,000 rupees. This is the depreciation already charged. In my profit and loss account, I have already recorded as expense for depreciation 30,000 rupees already charged. WDV. Under WDV, what we calculated is 27,100. 27,100. So this is the depreciation under new method. Had we followed WDV method, right from beginning, then we would have taken to profit and loss account only 27,100. But since we followed SLM method, we took 30,000. So can I say the difference between the two is 2,900? This 2,900 is nothing but extra depreciation charged already. Extra depreciation charged already. Depreciation charged extra already. Already it is charged. SLM method on this 30,000 is already taken to my profit and loss account. I should have taken only 27,100, but I took 30,000. So can I say 2,900 extra I charged? Is it clear or not clear? If you have any doubt, please let me know. Guys, the depreciation that has been charged so far in profit and loss account, the expense for which you already claimed is 30,000 rupees. The depreciation which should have been charged in P&L as expense is 27,100. So excess depreciation that you have charged is 2,900. So what will I do? I need to reverse this. What should I do? I need to reverse this. Reverse the expense. So when I record expense, expense will be debited. When I reverse the expense should be credited. Are you getting my point? So what is the entry that would have passed for depreciation? Depreciation can entry pass pano? Sir, depreciation account debit to machinery account. Okay, this is the first entry. Depreciation debit panna because it is expense. Machinery is created because depreciation amounts to reduction in the value of machinery. Second entry is transfer entry. We transfer this depreciation to profit and loss account. P&L account debit to depreciation. This is called transfer entry. Abhinay, are you aware of the transfer entry concept?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell this separately. Others, are you all aware of the transfer entry concept? Nobody has doubt in this, right?
No, sir.
We've already discussed.
No,
this.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Abhinay, I'll discuss this point with you. Don't worry. So
Okay.
whenever any expenses is recorded, expenses cannot just go like to P&L. You have to take it to P&L by way of closing entry or transfer entry. This is called closing entry, or this is called as transfer entry. So only when you pass a closing entry and transfer entry, all the expenses and all the incomes will go to your profit and loss account. Abhinay, what is entry for sales? Cash sales.
So cash sales, sir.
Cash account
Cash
debit to
account
sales.
debit to sales account.
My question to you, if you just pass this entry, will sales go to profit and loss account? If you prepare profit and loss account, where does sales come? Can I say by sales it is?
Yes, sir.
So profit and loss account la by sales it is coming. Here the entry is cash to sales. Two sales will come here. then how come buy sales is coming? If I record in the journal entry based on if I'm transferring it to P&L, then is not possible. So how buy sales is coming? Why? Because immediately நீங்க cash to sales பண்றீங்க இல்லையா, next what entry compulsory you have to do is transfer entry or a closing entry. அதாவது இந்த sales creditல இருக்கா, this has to be transferred to the profit and loss account. So when I transfer sales, entry will be sales account debit to P&L account. Creditல இருக்கு அப்படியே debitல வந்துரும். Sales account debit to profit and loss account. புரியுதா? So இப்போ profit and loss account buy sales வருதா?
Yes, sir.
This is called a transfer entry and closing entry. Now take example of purchase. Purchase, what is the journal entry? Cash purchase.
Purchase account. Purchase account to cash account.
Okay, purchase account debit to cash account. Okay, now tell me P&L account la two purchase னு சொல்லி வருதா?
Yes.
இங்க இந்த journal entry base பண்ணி நீங்க வந்து if you post it in profit and loss account என்ன வரும்? buy purchase தான் வரும். கரெக்ட்டா? அப்ப two purchase எப்படி வந்துச்சு? ஏனா because of transfer entry. This is called closing entry. Purchase debitல இருக்கு. transfer பண்ணனும்னா creditல வரணும். So two purchase. அப்ப என்னது? P&L account debit to purchase. So creditல இருக்குது debitல வரும், debitல இருக்குது creditல வரும். This is called transfer entry. We are transferring the purchase and sales from the purchase and sales account to profit and loss account. Now can I say two purchase will come in profit and loss account? Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Which means in profit and loss account, whatever the income and whatever the expenses are coming, without transfer entry it will not come. This is a concept which is there in your 11th standard. Same way, when you record depreciation, the entry is depreciation to machinery. So when I prepare P&L, can I say depreciation comes here? Two depreciation தான போடுறீங்க P&L ல. P&L ல depreciation போடும்போது two debitல வருதா credit side ல வருமா?
Debitless.
எப்படி வந்துச்சு டெபிட்ல? இப்போ நீங்க depreciation to machinery மட்டும் போட்டா by depreciation இங்க தான் வரும். அப்ப P&L அப்ப unless until you pass a transfer entry or a closing entry, depreciation will not come to P&L. So what is the thing? Depreciation is expense. Debitல இருக்கு. Transfer பண்ணனும்னா it has to come to credit.
Credit.
P&L
Okay,
to
sir.
depreciation. This is called transfer entry. Correct?
Okay, sir.
Now, in our example, what is the depreciation that is totally charged? 30,000 rupees. Guys, do you all agree? 30,000 rupees is charged. 30,000, 30,000. So can I say debit and credit is nothing but the concept of plus and minus? Do you agree with me? Debit and credit is nothing but the concept of plus and minus. If depreciation is debit here, debit means what? Plus. If depreciation is credit here, credit means minus. You all agree that the concept of debit and credit is nothing but plus and minus. Debit will sometime act as plus and sometime it will act as minus. Credit will sometime act as minus and credit will act as sometime plus. We studied this in the concept of modern approach. So depreciation debit, depreciation credit means one is plus, another is minus. Plus 30,000, minus 30,000. Can I say depreciation will become zero? Komal, do you get my point? Depreciation plus 30,000 here and minus 30. Plus 30,000 and minus 30,000. Please tell me what will be the difference? Will it be zero or not?
Yes, sir, zero.
All of you agree? Aishwarya, Karunya, Shilpana?
Yes, sir.
So can I say, when I combine these two journal entries, when I recorded these two journal entries, depreciation is zero, useless. Depreciation is useless. இப்போ இந்த ரெண்டு journal entry நீங்க combine பண்ணுங்க. Combine பண்ண என்ன வரும்? The net result will be P&L account debit to machinery account. P&L debit, machinery credit. To machinery account, 30,000 rupees. If I combine both the journal entries, one debit, another credit, so knock off. Poacher. One debit, another credit, knock off. So if I combine the two entries, the resultant net entry, the net entry will be profit and loss account debit to machinery account 30,000, 30,000. Do you agree with me? So 30,000 is the expenses which I booked. Debit means what? P&L debit means 30,000 expenses is booked. 30,000 credit machinery account means what? My machinery value is reduced. Depreciation will have the impact of reducing the value of the machinery. So depreciation expense is booked, machinery value is reduced. Is this right or wrong? இதுல ஏதாவது ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கா உங்களுக்கு? You all agree with me? First two entry நீங்க combine பண்ணீங்கன்னா depreciation will knock off. it will get knocked off. So what will be the balance? Balance, this is in debit, this is in credit. Correct? Idu cut panta. So what is the balance? Credit here. If I cut this, what is the balance? Debit here. So entry is P&L account debit 30,000, machinery account credit 30,000. Is this right or wrong? Is this right or wrong?
Correct, sir.
I want answer from everybody.
Right, sir.
Correct, sir.
Journal entry is
Correct,
correct.
sir.
But can I say the value is wrong? Why value is wrong? Because they're telling that the depreciation should not be 30,000. The depreciation should have been only 27,100. The journal entry is correct, but it should have been P&L account debit to machinery account. How much? 27,100 and 27,100. Journal entry is correct, sir, but amount is not correct, sir. Amount should be this, but currently. From here to here, if I have to bring 30,000 in the 27,100 matrana, what should I do? Please tell me. What impact I should do? Always remember that whenever you are doing any changes in the accounting, it has to be done via journal entry. So what journal entry should I pass in such a way that my P&L account from 30,000 is becoming 27,100 and machinery account credit la 30 irukla, 30 illama 27,100 varnona na enna journal entry pannu neenga solunga. Apply your mind and tell me what journal entry. This journal entry is already passed. This journal entry is already passed. Idoda vandu rendavathu journal entry I should pass in such a way that in the first rendu entry neenga combine panningna automatically idu vandrunum.
So machinery account debtor to P&L.
Bharat says that, sir, do one thing. I'll suggest you put machinery account debit to P&L. Bharat is telling, sir, machinery credit panningla, adu reverse pannunga. P&L reverse pannunga. Whatever you did debit, credited. Whatever you credit, you debited. Okay, I agree, Bharat. What will be the value, but
2,900.
2,900.
exactly. Super. See, I did not tell you the answer. You yourself told. I only triggered you. You gave the answer. Now look at the magic. Now what happened is P&L account debit la irukku. Debit plus na inga P&L credit pannirkeenga, which is minus. Plus 30,000 and minus 2,900 is how much? 30,000 plus minus 2,900 is how much? Abhinay, can I say plus 30,000 and minus 2,900 is plus 27,100? Abhinay, purida kana?
Sir,
30,000 plus la
no,
irukku.
sir.
Okay,
Okay,
Abhinay is
sir.
not understood. Okay, Abhinay, 30,000. So always remember that debit and credit is nothing but plus and minus. If debit is plus, credit is minus. If debit is minus, credit is plus. இப்போ debit வந்து இங்க plusல இருக்குன்னா credit இப்போ credit பண்ணா it will be opposite minus. So plus 30,000 and minus 2,900 is how much? 2,700. Can I say it is positive 2,700? Okay, Abhinay, you'll take
Yes,
some time
sir.
to understand because initial class miss pannala you are getting that hiccups. Otherwise, my question to Aishwarya, Karunya, are you guys still confused?
No, sir, it's clear.
Okay, others? Bokesh, Nandagopal, Shilpa
Yes,
now.
sir.
So what happens is now 30,000 plus la irukku, 2,009 minus panna automatically plus 2,700. Plus 27 means, can I say debit 2,700? So P&L we wanted to be in debit 2,700 அதே மாதிரி ஆயிடும். இந்த ரெண்டு என்ட்ரி நீங்க கம்பைன் பண்ணீங்கன்னா the net entry, the third entry automatically இதா வந்துரும். Third entry இல்ல, when you combine first two entries, automatically the resultant entry, the final entry will be like this only. The net impact will be like this. So machinery account credit means plus 30,000 and debit means minus 2,900. So plus 30,000 and minus 2,900 will be plus 27,100. Are you getting the point? So this is the entry for correcting the journal, correcting the values. If you see here, the entry is journal entry for excess depreciation. Whatever depreciation you charged excess, to reverse that excess, the entry is machinery to profit and loss account. So when I'm debiting machinery account to the extent of 2,900 rupees, I'm increasing the value of the machinery. And when I'm crediting 2,900 rupees profit and loss account, I'm reducing the expense. Expense is getting reversed. Expense is getting reversed. Machinery value, which was earlier depreciated we are reversing that, thereby increasing the value of the machinery. Now my question comes back to Abhinaya. Abhinaya, where are you struggling now?
Sir, in the calculation பண்ணீங்களா sir, and the minus debit plus credit minus
Correct.
அதுல இருந்து sir.
Okay, so basically the entry that is already passed is P&L to machinery. The entry is already passed. Correct?
Yes, sir.
One second, I'll come. Okay, do you accept that the entry that is already recorded, accounts la the entry already போட்டது வந்து P&L to machinery ங்க இந்த entry already accounts ல இருக்கு, நம்புறீங்களா? 30,000 க்கு 30,000 இருக்கு, நம்புறீங்களா?
Yes, sir.
எப்படி ஆல்ரெடி நம்ம வந்து இந்த entry pass பண்ணியாச்சு. That is the reason P&L to machinery is already been passed. இது வந்து currently வந்து P&L ல in last 3 years 17, 18, 19 all the 3 years the total amount that is recorded as expense in P&L is 30,000. First of all, do you agree that? All doubt irka illaya? Do you still have doubt that how this 30,000 came?
No, sir.
Clear irka? Now please tell me,
Okay.
as per SLM method நீங்க 30,000 rupees charge பண்ணிருக்கீங்க depreciation, but is it right? Because you're changing the WDV method, you're changing the method from SLM to WDV. So WDV ல வந்து நீங்க வந்து ஒருவேளை 2017 ல இருந்து calculate பண்ணியிருந்தால் நீங்க வந்து P&L ல charge எவ்வளவு பண்ணிருப்பீங்க depreciation? 27,100 is the value that you would have charged had you followed WDV right from beginning. ஒருவேளை WDV method நீங்க ஃபாலோ பண்ணியிருந்தால் ஸ்டார்டிங்ல இருந்து P&L ல போக வேண்டிய எக்ஸ்பென்ஸ் would have been 27,100. கரெக்ட்டா?
Oh, sir.
இதான் எனக்கு டார்கெட். எனக்கு இப்போ இது வேணும். 27,100 வந்து P&L வேணும். இப்போ எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? P&L 30,000 ரூபாய் இருக்கு. இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ணா 30,000ல இருந்து 27,100 ஆகும். அப்ப நான் வந்து 30,000ல இருந்து ஏதோ மைனஸ் பண்ணுமா? மைனஸ் பண்ணாதான் 27,100 வரும்.
Oh, sir.
என்ன மைனஸ் பண்ணனும்? 2,900 மைனஸ் பண்ணனும். The difference between 30,000 and 2,700 is 2,900. So இது என்ட்ரி இருக்கு இல்லையா? P&L to machinery அப்படியே உல்டா போட்டீங்கன்னா அந்த டிஃபரன்ஸோட ஆட்டோமேட்டிக் என்ன உங்களுக்கு? P&L 30,000 இருக்கு இல்லையா? இந்த என்ட்ரி போட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் இந்த P&L வந்து 27,100 மாறிடும் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா. இப்போ currently P&L 30,000 இருக்கு. இந்த என்ட்ரி நீங்க போடுறீங்களே machinery to P&L 2,900, the moment you put the entry, automatically accounts will calculate profit and loss account 27,100, machinery 27,100. So what entry you will pass? You will pass this entry. This is the entry that you are supposed to pass, because in the entry already pass ஆயிருக்கு accountsல. இந்த entry நீங்க பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா, இந்த ரெண்டாவது entry பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா நீங்க நினைச்ச ரிசல்ட் வந்துரும் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா. இப்போ கிளியரா இருக்கா?
Okay, sir.
Because ஸ்டார்டிங்ல இருக்கிற கொஞ்சம் நிறைய கான்செப்ட்ஸ் வந்து நீங்க மிஸ் பண்ணனால அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு. 11th ஓட CBSE கிளாஸ் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணா you'll get a clarity. Don't worry. Anyways, this class will be uploaded in the YouTube. So again also you can watch. Not a problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. Now the moment you recorded this entry, there'll be some changes. You have to pass the entry in the journal, sorry, ledger also. Okay. Now let's go to the journal. This is the machinery account. Machinery account on 1/1/2017. Can I say machine 1 and machine 2 is purchased? So entry is machinery account debit to bank, purchase entry 1 lakh rupees. And the வருஷத்தோட கடைசில depreciation is how much? By depreciation 10,000 rupees. How? 5,000 plus 5,000. This 2017 entry ல நீங்க already pass பண்ணிட்டீங்க. இப்போ நம்ம 2020 ல இருக்கோம். 2017 ல இது பாஸ் பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. Do you agree with me? 1 lakh is the purchase cost. 10,000 under SLM method la depreciation charge பண்ணிருந்தா 90,000 is the balance carried down. This balance carried down will become the opening balance. In 2018 you never purchased any asset. அந்த வருஷத்தோட depreciation 2018 எவ்வளவு charge பண்ணிருப்பீங்க? In 2018 you followed SLM. So 5,000 plus 5,000 is how much? Again 10,000. So balance is 80,000 rupees. This 80,000 is again opening balance in 2019. In that year also no new asset were purchased. So depreciation again 5,000 plus 5,000 because SLM 10,000. So balance 70. So 70 inga varudhu. Now in 2020 you are deciding to change from SLM to WDV. So in the SLM to WDV மாறும்போது what is the value that is impacted? The value that is impacted is 2900. So you pass this entry. இந்த entry நீங்க pass பண்ணிருக்கீங்க இப்போ. இந்த entry நீங்க pass பண்ணும்போது machinery account debit to P&L. So in machinery account to P&L can I record 2900? So in last 3 years, the extra value what you reduce in the machinery account, this 2900 is the extra value you reduce from the machinery account because of using SLM method. Now the 2900 I am again adding back to machinery account. So with 70,000 when I add 2900, the 72,900 is the WDV in the beginning of the year. Now please tell me, as per our WDV method calculation, please tell me this is the depreciation WDV as on 31st December 2019. Am I correct? Kana, this is WDV method. WDV method la vandu this is WDV of 2017. This is WDV of 2018, and this is WDV of 2019. 2019 closing balance is how much? Add these both. 36,450 plus 36,450. Please add these both. How much it is coming? 36,450 plus 36,450. Please add this both.
72,900, sir.
72,900. Can I say the 72,900 is the WDV of 31st March 2019? Opening balance. Appo 2020 ku na depreciation podumodhu opening balance will be 72,900. Do you agree with me? So in 2020, if at all I am calculating depreciation, I'll be calculating on 72,900 only, na? Still not clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me do one thing. I'll erase this portion. This 36,450 what you got? Eppadi vanduchu? From purchase cost you minus depreciation of 2017 minus depreciation of 2018 minus depreciation of 2019. Till this is past year. So what is the WDV? WDV of 2019, that is 31st December 2019. Now please tell me, for 2020 if I have to calculate depreciation, what will be the value? Less depreciation of 20. How much? How much? 36450 into 10%. So can I say 3645 and 3645 because you'll be calculating 10% on WDV. What is the balance? Please tell me. 36450 minus 3645 is how much? Is my voice audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
36450 minus 3645 is how much? I hope all of you using calculator, right?
32,805,
sir.
32?
805, sir.
805. 32?
805.
32,805. If you add these both, what will be the balance?
65, 610.
65,610.
Yes.
In the rented depreciation add panna enna varudhu? 3645 plus 3645.
7290.
36450 plus 36450 is how much?
72,900.
So can I say this is the calculation of 2020? 2020 your opening balance is this, adoda depreciation is this, your closing balance is this. அப்ப நீங்க என்ன சொல்றீங்க? If I am following WDV method for 2020, my opening balance should be 72,900. So that is what has happened. And the 70,000 to 2,900 rupees, the excess depreciation what you charge, now I'm reversing that. When I reverse that, my machinery account is increasing. So automatically your balance is 72,900. 72,900 into 10%. 72,900, the balance is 65,610 automatically. So are you able to understand what are we doing? We are first calculating depreciation under SLM method, the old method. Under the old method, first calculate depreciation under old method, then recalculate the depreciation under new method, then take the step 3 difference. And for that difference, what you will do, you'll pass a journal entry. What journal entry you'll pass? This journal entry you'll pass. This journal entry you're passing. In the journal entry, what will be the impact? Machinery account, it will be increased by 2,900. This entry you pass pantingna, adukapro on 72,900 on the WDV. If you calculate the depreciation, you'll get the depreciation proper. From here, WDV is followed. So actually speaking, WDV's method is followed only from here only, no doubt. But retrospective we calculate to find out that because of the old method, how much extra depreciation or how much less depreciation you have calculated. And the difference profit and loss account credit panni, machinery account debit pandringa. So in this question, it so happened that SLM method, the depreciation was more. In this question, it so happened that in old method, the depreciation was more, and new method, the depreciation was less. Uruvela, as per the old method, in case it was 27,100, and as per the new method, it should have been 30,000. So again, the difference is 2,900. Old method 27,100 is already recorded in P&L, but you're telling that 30,000 should have been recorded into P&L. So 2,900 rupees kammiya record pannirkeenga profit and loss account salava. 2,900 rupees you have recorded less. So I need to record more. So what will I do? The entry will be P&L account debit to machinery account 2,900. See the entry, it is opposite. கீழ நம்ம என்ன ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணோம்? கீழ ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணும்போது machinery to P&L பண்ணோம். இப்போ என்ன பண்றோம்? P&L to machinery. So depending on the answer, so this 2,900 is shortage of expenses. This is shortage of expense. As per old method, 27,100 is recorded. New method படியா 30,000 ரூபாய் P&L போயிருக்கணும், ஆனா போகல. So 2,900 should be in the excess shortage of depreciation, which is now recorded. So debit all expense and losses and reduce the value of the machine. So depending on whether you're getting excess or shortage, your entry will get accordingly changed. So I don't want you to guys to by heart the journal entry. Understand the concept. What are we doing? In the entry போடும்போது இந்த ரெண்டு மெத்தடுக்கு இருக்கிற difference is getting removed. When you pass this journal entry, the difference between the two methods is eliminated. Are you getting my point? The moment you pass this journal entry, the difference between the two methods is getting eliminated. It has become equal. So after you pass this entry, as per old method, depreciation will become 30,000, and as per new method, the depreciation will become 30,000. And from now, calculate the new method of depreciation. You getting my point? So what is step 1? Step 1 is calculate the depreciation under old method. Let me put the steps here. Step 1, calculate depreciation under old method. Step 2, recalculate depreciation under new method retrospectively. Step 3, difference. If old is more than new, old is more, அதாவது old is 30,000 and new is 27,100. What will be the entry? Entry will be machinery account debit to P&L. எதுக்கு oldல 30,000 பண்ணிட்டீங்க, as per new 27,100 தான் பண்ணிருக்கணும். This is my target, but you've done this. Now reduce the expense. So P&L credit means reversal of expense. This is reversal of or increase in asset. Purida? This is one. Second possibility, new will be more than old. New will be more. So I'll put it the other way around. Old, new. Now new is more. New is 30,000 rupees. Old is 27,100. So this is my target. New is always target. This is my target always. New will be target. As per new, P&L ல வந்து போக வேண்டிய லாஸ் வந்து 30,000 போயிருக்கணும். பட் எவ்வளவு போயிருக்கு? 27,100 தான் செலவா போயிருக்கு. அப்ப எவ்வளவு கம்மியா போயிருக்கு? 2,000 and it is gone less. 2,900 is recorded as less expense. So now recorded expenses. So P&L account debit. 2,900 to machinery account credit. So this is creation of expense or recording of expense. This is recording of expenses. Debit all expense and losses. Enigma debit la nama record panna, it means it is I'm recording my expense and losses. So record expenses and decrease machinery value. Decrease the machinery value. These are the only two possibilities, guys. That's step. There's nothing else you have to remember. Any doubts in this, please? Any doubts in this, please?
So,
No, sir.
Comfortable, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Abhinaya,
sir.
the more you practice and the more basic class you'll attend, you'll get the grip, Kara. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Others, comfortable? Shilpa,
Comfortable.
Komal,
Comfortable.
Bokesh,
Yes, sir.
Nandagopal, Bharat,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Bharat, Bokesh, Aishwarya, Karunya.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. Please take a break of 5 minutes. We'll come back and continue with the next question. So guys, let's continue with illustration 15. It says that assuming that machine 1 was sold on 30th June 2019 for 30,000 rupees in the previous illustration. So basically this illustration is continuation of illustration 14 with a small change. They're telling that assume that machine 1 was sold on 30 June 2019 for 30,000 rupees. So they wanted to prepare the machinery account up to 2020. So what is happening here? Let me erase this. So this is 2017, this is 2018, and this is 2019. Two 2017, 2018, 2019. These are 3 previous year, and we are in current year. We are in current year 2020. So in current year, what is happening? We are changing the method from SLM to WDV. And in past, the method that we are following is SLM. SLM, SLM, and SLM. This was the method that they're following. What happened is, machine 1 was sold on 30 June 2019 for 30,000 rupees. The machine is sold here. On 30 June 2019, the machinery is sold for 30,000 rupees. Now, what should I do? So when I calculate the WDV here, what should I do? I have to change the machinery account here only. Inga vera machinery account da maatram pannanom. So what is my step 1? What is my step 1? Calculation of depreciation under
SLM.
under old method, SLM, under old method, which is SLM. So SLM la vandu enna adu? My cost of machinery 1, my M1 is 50,000 and M2 is 50,000. The best part of SLM method is the depreciation is going to remain same every year. So can I say machinery 1 depreciation is 5,000 into 3? No, I cannot take 3 because M1 machinery is used from 17. So 17 it has been used for entire 12 months. 18 it has been used for entire 12 months. But in 2019 machinery 1 is used for how many months? How many months?
3 months, sir.
Which financial year we are doing?
19, sir.
So 19 starts from April or January?
April,
Kanna,
no, sir.
2019 means January to December.
Okay,
I
sir.
say 2018-19. When 2 years are combined together, it means April to March. When it is only 1 year, it means January.
Okay, sir.
Are you clear with this, Kana, now?
Yes, sir.
So 2019 means it starts with January, ends with December. Starts with January, ends with December. So Jan 1 to 30th June, 6 months. Machinery 1 was used in 2017 for 12 months. Machinery 1 was used for in 2018 for again 12 months. And machinery 1 was used in 2019 for 6 months. 1 year, 2 year, half year. So can I say it was used for 2.5 years? So machinery 1 is used for 2.5 years. 5,000 is a depreciation for 1 year. So for 2.5 years, what will be the depreciation?
12,500.
Okay. Bharat says 12,500. Others?
12,500, sir.
12,500. Okay. If you're not clear with how do we do it here, எப்படி பண்ணோங்கிறது தெரியலனா we'll do the normal method. So machinery 2 க்கு என்னாச்சு? Machinery 2 is used for 12 months and full 12 months. So 5,000 into 3. How much? 15,000. So total depreciation that is charged is? Total depreciation charges, can I say?
7,500, sir.
27,500. Okay. Right, sir. Done. Now what should I do? Step 2. Step 2. But my question is for you. Logically யோசிங்க. Step 1 depreciation calculate பண்ண step 2 பண்ண போறேன். I'm going to do step 2 again M1 M2. Do you logically think that M1 is required to be recalculated again? Think and tell me, is M1 required to be calculated? Do I again need to calculate depreciation? Anyways, machinery 1 is sold. 2020 la machinery 1 kadiyadu. Purida? In 2020 only M2 is there. M1 is not even there. And I'm doing journal entry in 2020. In 2020 only M2 machinery is there. M1 ennachu? Inga sale aidichu. So do I really need to be worried about this 12,500 machinery 1? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Bharat says yes. Others? யோசிச்சு சொல்லுங்க. There's no hurry. I want you to logically think it. We are changing WDV here. We're changing the method here. When the machinery is no longer with me, why should I think about that machinery? 2020 வரைக்கும் அது machinery 1 வந்திருந்தா நான் வந்து யோசிச்சிருக்கலாம் அதை பத்தி மாத்தணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு. 2020 ல when I'm going to change the method, that time M1 is not even there with me. Should I be really concerned about it? Think and tell me. யோசிங்க. If you tell no, you have to justify. If you tell yes, you have to justify. If Bharat is telling yes, I want you to justify. Why are you bothered about machinery 1? When
Yes.
because there's no machinery with me. M1 is not there with 2020. Why are you concerned about that machinery which is not there with you? What will you get? Even if you consider, what will you get? Are you going to charge the depreciation here?
No, sir, but extra profit we can get, no, sir.
How? Because நீங்க 2019 ல சேல் பண்ணும்போது மிச்ச மீதி இருக்கிற வந்து அந்த லாஸ், ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நீங்க 2017, 18 and 19 பிராக்டிகலா பேசுவோம். M1 பத்தி பிராக்டிகலா பேசுவோம். We talk about, I just want to give you the scenario. I want you to analyze, how it goes. 2017 la, this is M1. What is my purchase cost? Sir, purchase cost is how much? 50,000 rupees, sir. Correct? Less depreciation of 2017, Bharat. How much it is? 5,000? Abhinay, correct? 50,000 is my cost of the asset. 50,000 into 10 by 100 is 5,000 is my depreciation. So what is the balance? WDV? 45,000. We are doing SLM method. M1 depreciation calculate SLM method. Again depreciation if I minus for 2018. 18 la na depreciation calculate panna, can I say again I'll calculate on 50,000? 50,000 into 10 by 100. It is how much? 5,000. How much? 40,000 rupees. Again depreciation of how much? 2019. 19 la வந்து இந்த machine is there only for 6 months. So 50,000 into 10 by 100 into 6 by 12. So how much? 2,500. What is the balance? What is the balance? 37,500. Correct? Correct, Liya? Do you all agree? This is the WDV. 37,500 is the WDV. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now please tell me one thing. When the machinery is sold, the sale value is 30,000. Correct? 7,500 is a loss. I'm doing third year. Machinery 1 பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் this is machinery account. M1 ஓட account. Opening balance எவ்வளவு இருக்கும்? Please tell me the opening balance. I'm doing only for the year when the machinery is sold. 2019 பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். 2019 ல opening balance எவ்வளவு சொல்லுங்க பாப்போம். Machinery 1 தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். 2019 ல opening balance எவ்வளவுன்னு சொல்லுங்க.
37,500.
Bharat says 37,500. Others? Karunya?
Sorry, sir. 40.
Sorry?
40, sir. 40, sir.
Bharat says 40. Okay. Bharat says 40. Others? 2019 January 1st January 2019 opening balance என்ன? என்னங்கயா இவ்வளவு பிஸியா இருக்கீங்க?
40
Sir,
sir.
I think it's
40,000 sir.
40,000, sir.
அடேங்கப்பா கஷ்ட காலம்யா. சரி இது வந்து 50,000 வந்து 2000 that is 1st January 2017 ஓட வேல்யூ கரெக்ட்டா? இந்த டெப்ரிசியேஷன் வந்து 31/12/2017 ஓட வேல்யூ. அதே மாதிரி இந்த 45,000 வந்து it is a balance of 31/12/17 or can I say it is 1/1/18 17 ஓட closing balance 2018 ஓட opening balance சொல்லலாமா? இந்த 45,000 வந்து 2017 ஓட closing 2018 ஓட opening சொல்லலாமா?
Yes, sir.
ஓகே அதே மாதிரி வந்து இந்த டெப்ரிசியேஷன் வந்து 2018 க்கு 31st December 2018 இந்த 40 வந்து can I say this is the closing balance of 31/12/18 or the opening balance of 1/1/19 ஆமாவா இல்லையா?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
For this
Sir.
37,000 is what? 37,500 is what? 31/12/19 oda closing balance, or I would say 1/1/20 oda opening balance. Now I'm doing 2019 opening. 2019 opening enna varum? 40,000.
40,000, sir.
Clear ah ellarume?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
31/12/18
Yes,
is
sir.
equal to 1/1/19. So 40,000 rupees ஆச்சு. இந்த 40,000 ல 2019 ல வந்து machinery எவ்வளவு மாசம் யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன்? 6 months யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன். So by depreciation will be how much? 6,000 rupees. Correct? Sorry, 2,500 rupees. Correct?
Yes, sir.
அப்புறம் அதாவது இந்த 40,000 rupees என்னாச்சு? இந்த 40,000 மூணா பிரிக்கிறேன். ஒன்னு வந்து depreciation எவ்வளவு? 2,500 ரூபாய். மீதி வந்து if I'm selling the machinery, I'm realizing the money. How much money I'm realizing? 30,000. So 30,000 I'm realizing in bank. In balance 7,500 I'm not realizing, so it is loss 7,500. So buy bank, how much? 30,000 rupees. By loss on sale of fixed asset is 7,500. So இந்த 40,000 வந்து இந்த மூணா பிரிச்சிருக்கேன். எப்படி? இந்த 40,000 is my balance cost of the machinery. Either you should depreciate or get the full money from your customer. So out of 40,000, 2,500 is depreciated because the machinery is used for 6 months. The customer is paying you 30,000 upon the sale of machinery. So balance which is not recoverable. The 40,000 ல depreciation minus பண்ணி பேங்க்ல இருந்து பணம் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் மிச்ச மீதி 7,500 recover ஆகல. So loss. So 2019 லயே மொத்த machinery என்ன ஆகும்? இதுவும் P&L ல போய்டும், இதுவும் P&L ல போய்டும். கரெக்ட்டா? Tell me one thing, நம்ம எதுக்கு why are we charging depreciation? So that whatever cost we are incurring, we have to either take it as expense. Either நீங்க வந்து இது expense recover பண்ணுங்க P&L ல, இல்ல பேங்க்ல பணமா recover பண்ணுங்க. ரெண்டுமே recover பண்ணலன்னா இது loss P&L ல போய்டும். So my question to you again, Bharat. So if you are again recalculating this machinery one, இந்த machinery one மொத்தமா திருப்பி recalculate பண்ணா what is the use? Because the balance is already transferred to your P&L account. What is the fun? What is the fun in recalculating? இப்போ நம்ம என்ன கொஸ்டின் கேட்டோம்? நான் என்ன கொஸ்டின் கேட்டேன்னா, இந்த 2019-20 ல வந்து என்கிட்ட M1 machinery is not there with me. In 2019 M1 machinery is not there. Why should I recalculate? So Bharat said that, sir, we want to know what is the difference in the P&L that we have to do. My question is, why do you want to know the difference? Because the entire machinery value is again transferred to P&L account. இந்த 40,000 ரூபாயில 30,000 பணம் வந்துருச்சு. Out of this 40,000 rupees, 30,000 money is come. Balance 10,000, which I am supposed to take P&L, I took in P&L. 2,500 as depreciation and 7,500 as loss. The value of the machinery 1 is become 0. The value of the machinery 1 is become 0. அப்பனா இங்க வந்து திருப்பி நீங்க M1 ஓட திருப்பி நீங்க டெப்ரிசியேஷன் ஸ்டார்டிங்ல கால்குலேட் பண்ணி ரெண்டுக்கு டிஃபரன்ஸ் எடுத்தீங்க வெச்சுக்கோங்களேன். அந்த ரெண்டுக்கு டிஃபரன்ஸ் எடுத்து நீங்க என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க? So let's say நீங்க M1 க்கும் WDV மெத்தட்ல கால்குலேட் பண்ணுவோமா? So let's do one thing. பண்ணியே பாப்போம். உங்களுக்கு அப்போ புரியுதா பாக்குறேன். Step 2, calculate depreciation as per new method. New methodல calculate பண்ண என்ன depreciation வரும்னா WDV methodல பண்ணுங்க. Machine 1, machine 2. Purchase cost 50,000 less depreciation is how much? Sir, 5,000 for the first year and 5,000 for the second year. What is the balance? WDV? Sir, 45,000 less depreciation 4,500. What is the balance, sir? What is the balance, please? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Less depreciation. How much? 4050. பண்ண முடியாது machinery 1க்கு. ஏன்? ஏனா it is used for half month. So it is 2025. கரெக்ட்டா? 2025 வருதா? ஏனா இதுக்கு 6 month தான் யூஸ் ஆயிருக்கு. Because this is 2017, this is 18 and this is 19. 19ல M1 is used only for 6 months. This is 4050. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
இப்போ நீங்க என்ன சொல்றீங்கன்னா சார் இந்த 5,000 இந்த 4,500 இந்த 2025 எடுங்க. மூணுமே டோட்டல் பண்ணுங்க. எவ்வளவு வருது? 5,000 plus 4,500 plus 2025 எவ்வளவு வருதுன்னா?
10,525.
10,525.
11,000, sir.
7,000. 11,000.
Yes, sir.
11,000.
11,525. இது வந்து new method. As per new method 11,525. As per old method 12,500. So what is the difference? 975. Yeah. Old method 12,500. New method 11,500. What is the difference?
975, sir.
975 difference வருது. அப்போ as per old method the depreciation charge is 12,500. As per new method it should have been 11,525. So excess பண்ணிருக்கோமா கம்மியா பண்ணிருக்கோமா charge? excess depreciation போட்டுமா இல்ல கம்மியா போட்டுருக்கோமா?
Excess, sir.
Where it says excess. மத்தபடி others, what do you say? Have I recorded excess depreciation or did I record less depreciation?
Excess.
Excess, sir.
Komal said,
No, sir, I didn't say.
okay, Karunya says. What does Komal say? Excess or shortage?
Excess.
How did you say excess? Because already the depreciation record is 12,500. It should be 11,525 only. So 975 excess you recorded. So what will be the journal entry for this? You want to reverse the expense. So you will do machinery account debit to P&L, correct? 975.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
When are you passing the journal entry? In 2019 or 20? When are you passing? Which date are you passing this entry? 19 or 20?
20, sir.
Bharat says 20. Others?
20, sir.
20.
My question to all of you. 2020 la machinery 1 இல்லையே. இருக்கு machinery 1. ஏனா 2019 ல machinery 1 சேல் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. machinery 1 சேல் பண்ணா bookல இருந்து it will go out. அப்ப 2002 ல M2 தான் இருக்கு. அப்பனா நீங்க என்ன சொல்றீங்க? 2020 ல M1 உருவாக்குவீங்களா? Will you recreate the machinery 1? Are you able to understand? நான் ஓரலா சொல்லி முடிச்சிருக்கலாம். என்னன்னு சொல்லி என்னைக்குமே வந்து ஒரு machine கரண்ட் இயர் இல்லாம ப்ரீவியஸ் இயர்ல சேல் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா அதுக்கு நீங்க ரீகால்குலேட் பண்ண வேண்டாம்னு சொல்லியிருக்கலாம். சொல்லியிருந்தா நீங்க பை ஹார்ட் பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. லாஜிக்கலா புரிஞ்சிருக்க மாட்டீங்க. அதுக்குதான் கஷ்டப்பட்டு லாஜிக்கலா பண்ணி காமிச்சேன். இப்போ நீங்க மஷினரி 1 அக்கௌண்ட் டெபிட் டு P&L போட்டா மஷினரி 1 டெபிட் பண்றதுக்கு மஷினரி 1 எங்க இருக்கு புக்ல? வேர் இஸ் மஷினரி 1 in book?
Now what we should do, sir?
Which means that whenever
Sir.
you're calculating, whenever there is change in method of depreciation, and in current year when you're trying to recalculate, if any old machinery is sold in the previous year, for that M1 there is no need to calculate any depreciation under old method and new method. So in 2020 when I'm changing the depreciation, can I say only M2 is there with me?
Yes, sir.
Then do only calculation of depreciation under old method for M2 and as per new method only for M2. M1 is not required. M1 is not required. Are you getting my point? M1 is not required. Only M2 is required. Are you getting my point?
So, but we can debit depreciation also then.
This will not be required. Sorry?
So instead of machinery, we can debit depreciation and
Why?
change.
Depreciation already become knocked off, no? Depreciation is already knocked off. No, how did it get knocked off? The entry is depreciation to machinery account, then P&L to depreciation. So depreciation account has become zero. When you run plus and other minus, it becomes zero. So again, if you create depreciation, what is the good fund? And second logic to this is the balance 975 is already debited and credited in form of loss.
But under wrong name, no, sir.
Doesn't matter, no, because the current year's depreciation only has to be impacted. Which the person who's already dead and who's buried, you want to take them out again and you want to change the dress and again put him again. You're telling like the person who's died and whom we have buried, the dress is not nice. So dig him, take him out, change the dress and again put him back. Will it benefit?
But we do that to compensating errors too, no, sir. Then why
It's
not?
not
for
compensating error, no, because the balance 975 is automatically adjusted in form of profit and loss. The difference, whichever is not recovered by the sale, is automatically adjusted by profit and loss. So so-called compensating error is compensated by debit loss because the asset is closed. What will you try to differentiate and correct it? When asset itself is not existing, what is the good fun of doing whatever you're doing? The balance நீங்க difference ன்னு சொல்லி சொல்றீங்களா, and the difference 975 already loss entry மூலமா இல்ல profit entry மூலமா it is getting corrected, it is getting balanced. What is the good fun in doing that? If you're telling that depreciation account has to be done, depreciation, let's do depreciation. If you're telling Bharat depreciation, what will be debit and what will be credit? You want to say depreciation account debit? What is journal entry? Debit or credit? Depreciation.
Can you just show the questions?
You want to even say book you want to see?
Yeah. So no, sir, that amount, sir, what was
975 was the amount.
Mm,
This was the amount. This is the entry which we should put it, but we are not doing because machine is not existing. If machine is not existing, you came with a different solution. I want to know the solution what you are giving, and logically I want to counter that.
I was telling P&L to depreciation, sir.
P&L account debit to depreciation, but depreciation is already excess charged, no? It is already excessively charged, no?
Yes, sir. So we are decreasing it by giving a credit, no, sir.
So again, when you open a P&L account, to depreciation 975 again will come, which means you're increasing the expense. Again, your expense you're increasing only. Second question: even if you're passing this entry, how did you get this depreciation? Is my another question. How did you get this depreciation? When asset is not existing, without asset existence, can you do a depreciation? Asset illama depreciation panna mudiyuma? Not possible.
But we are just correcting it, no, sir. What mistake we had did before?
But that mistake is already corrected when you are doing when you asset ninga sale பண்ணும்போது already the difference, the excess what you charged or shortfall what you charge is again sorted by your profit and loss account, no? Because the asset is value itself is become zero. What are you trying to correct? If you're trying to correct, what should be the correction? One of the journal entry part should be the machinery account. One, either debit or credit should be machinery. What is the purpose of correcting that? Whatever excess depreciation you are charged, you're reversing it by giving a debit to machinery account. That is the purpose of this depreciation entry. When machinery itself is not existing, இது ரெண்டுல ஒன்னு machinery இருக்கணும். நீ depreciation P&L depreciation போட்டா அதுக்கு அர்த்தமே இருக்காது. What are you trying to achieve by that? What mistake are you trying to achieve by that? Then my question to you, if I'm telling that, sir, by P&L to depreciation அப்படின்னு சொல்லி போட்டனா machinery accountல எந்த மாற்றமும் இல்லையே. There's no entry coming in machinery account because of that. I wanted to show the calculation in machinery account, no? That is the main purpose. To correct the machinery value. Because of the method what you followed earlier and what you're following now, because of that there's a change in machinery value, and this entry is not impacting the machinery value at all.
So, but I was just wanted to tell that it will, for example, while sale of machinery, we have 3 accounts: depreciation, loss on sale of machinery, and machinery accounts. So the wrong entries will be in P&L and depreciation.
It's not wrong entry. Why are you feeling it is a wrong entry? It's not a wrong entry, no?
So, but if that's the case, then simply we can just add all the profit and loss and depreciation and write, no, sir. We are doing it separately, so only for this also we should do, no, sir.
Correct.
Logic.
Why are you doing separately? Because you wanted to correct the machinery account. The purpose to correct machinery account. The whatever machinery you depreciated excess, that value has to be standard corrected. In your journal entry, machinery account is not reflected anywhere. What is the purpose of doing all this old method, new method, depreciation, what we are doing? Why are we doing? That is what I wanted to tell you all. What is the purpose of doing this? To correct the machinery account, which was coming out to be a different value because of change in depreciation method. So the purpose is to correct the machinery account balance and thereby the resultant profit and loss. You are impacting only one profit and loss. Okay, this aspect is correct of yours. The entry should have been reversed. I would have been happy had you said the opposite entry. Depreciation to P&L. This part is correct, but this part is wrong. My question to you, depreciation to P&L again, if you create, when you're recreating the depreciation to P&L, 975 is coming. Again, if you do not close the depreciation account, balance carried on will still be there. But my question over to you. This is depreciation ledger. You're telling the entry is depreciation to P&L. Or let's say even P&L to depreciation, one debit you're giving. Other side, if you do not give a credit, depreciation will account have a carried on balance. And as per the concept, all the expense and income account should never have the balance carried down. Bharat, are you able to logically understand what I'm trying to tell? If you
Yes.
open P&L to depreciation, if you do P&L to depreciation, by P&L will come on the credit side, but nothing will be on the debit side. Thereby, you'll get a carried on balance, and you cannot take depreciation as carried on balance to your balance sheet, which is wrong. So what will be the another entry you will pass to close the depreciation account? It is okay. See, the reason I'm discussing so much or I'm justifying, Bharat, I could have told Bharat very easily, Bharat, this is what it is. Please follow what I'm doing. But if I do that, that will be wrong. Because உங்க மைண்ட்ல இருக்க எல்லா क्वेश्चனுக்கு வந்து லாஜிக்கலா பதில் சொன்னாதான் நீங்க அனலைஸ் கரெக்ட்டா பண்றீங்கன்னு அர்த்தம். நீங்க அனலைஸ் பண்றது வந்து if I'm not giving a proper direction to it, you will always do wrong analysis. The reason why I'm doing so much of in-depth discussion is for you to understand. நீங்க ஒரு क्वेश्चन ஒரு அனலைஸ் நீங்க பண்ணும்போது அதோட எண்ட் வரைக்கும் நீங்க போய் பார்க்கணும். ஓகே, நான் இப்படி பண்ணா வந்து என்ன வரும்? What will be the end activity? That is the reason I'm teaching you how to think. This is what is required. இந்த attitude இருக்கு இல்லையா, this is required till the end. As a CA, when you go and do the auditing, நீங்க வந்து இந்த மாதிரி அனாலிசிஸ் பண்ணணும். பட் அனலைஸ் பண்ணும்போது you have to also think about the end result. If I do something, அதுக்கு வந்து பின்னாடி என்ன ரிசல்ட் ஆகும், அது கரெக்டா வருமா வராதுங்கிறதா, that is how you have to think and work. That is how a CA think. நார்மல் பிகாம் படிக்கிறவங்க வந்து இந்த மாதிரி யோசிக்க முடியாது. இது क्वेश्चन வந்து நான் 2 நிமிஷத்துல முடிச்சிருக்கலாம். இப்படி வந்து இப்படி பண்ணுங்க, அப்படி வந்து அப்படி பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு. தென் எனக்கும் ஸ்கூல் டீச்சர்ஸ்க்கு வித்தியாசமே இருந்திருக்காது. அந்த ரீசனால தான் I explained you in detail what is right and what is wrong. I gave you the thought process of how to analyze things. So what will I do now? Nothing. M2 க்கு வந்து as per old method, what is the depreciation? 15,000. Am I right? All of you.
Yes, sir.
So M1 I'm removing. M1 completely removed. Okay? இதை நான் remove பண்ணிடுறேன் so that there will be no confusion. So as per step 1, you have to calculate the machinery which is there in 2020. 2020 only M2 machinery is there. So as per old method, what is the depreciation? Sir, 5,000 depreciation each year. For 3 years, it is 15,000. Come to calculation of depreciation as per new method. So let me all remove this. Bharat, are you still convinced? Not convinced?
Sir, not entirely, sir. So I'll just check after the class. I'll just try and see what
Yeah, try and see. No, nothing wrong, Bharat. See, as a chartered accountant, you have to have, yeah, do it. Whatever the like things you have in your mind, do till the very end. Whatever journal entry you're doing, write the journal entry and do the ledger also and see whether your answer is coming right or wrong. Accordingly, you'll get an idea. That's good. You should do that way only.
So because till now, for example, I don't want to waste too much of class time too, sir. So I'll just check with myself and ask you next whenever I have time.
Yes, no problem. So what will happen as per our step 2 calculation? What is the machinery value? Purchase cost is 50. First year depreciation 5,000. Second year depreciation 4,500. Third year depreciation 4,050. So please tell me what is the total depreciation? Total depreciation. It is, sir, 5,000 plus 4,500 and plus 4,050. Correct? So what is the total? What is the total? Is it 13,500? As per WTU method? Komal, Karunya, Aishwarya?
550, no, sir.
5,000 plus 4,500 plus it is coming how much? 3?
550, sir.
13,550.
550.
550 varga?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now please tell me one thing. Step 3. Step 3 is what? Difference? Under old method, that is SLM method, what is the total depreciation? Can I say 15,000 was the total depreciation? And under new method, that is WDV. Under WDV, what is my depreciation method? 13,550. So what is the difference? Is it 1,450? So far the depreciation what you already taken to P&L is 15,000 rupees. But you should have taken only 13,500. So which means 1,450 excess depreciation you have taken. Excess depreciation. So profit and loss account excess loss, excess expense that you record is 1,450. So entry should be machinery account debit to P&L. So I'm reversing my expense by giving a credit 1,450. Profit and loss is my nominal account. Debit all expense and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So if I credit, I'm reversing the expense. So when I credit P&L, either it is gain or it is a reversal of expenses. So I'm reversing my expense and I'm recreating the asset. 1,450 asset I'm creating. So what will happen in the machinery account? In machinery account, in 2017, I'm buying machinery 50,000, 50,000. Depreciation is 5,000 and 5,000. So balance 45,000, 45,000. Okay. Second year, my balance bought down is 45,000, 45,000. Again in 2018, the depreciation what we followed is SLM. So 5,000 and 5,000. So balance is 40, 40. In 2019, the opening balance is 40. And the Varshathur depreciation is how much? 2,500. Bank la sale panni vara value 30,000. So 7,500 was lost. This is what we calculated. Do you remember? When I created a ledger and the 40,000 worth machine 1 irukku illaya, adula வந்து 6 months க்கு நீ யூஸ் பண்ணதுக்கு depreciation 2,500, bank மூலமா சேல் பண்ணி வந்த பணத்துக்கு வந்து 30,000 rupees and 7,500 is a loss. This is for machine 1 and machine 2 depreciation was 5,000. So from machine 2 40,000 la irundhu 5,000 depreciation minus panna, I'll get balance 35,000. M1 is 40 year, 2,500 plus 30,000 plus 7,500 is 40. So M1 debit 40, M1 credit to 40. So M1 is completely gone out of the books of account in year 2019. So balance enna irukum? Balance automatic enna irukum? Machinery 2 oda carried on balance da irukum. So opening balance is how much? 35,000 rupees. Plus நீங்க இப்ப entry pass பண்ணது, நீங்க இந்த entry தான் pass பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. Machinery account debit to profit and loss account. Machinery account debit to profit and loss account 1,450. Now please come back. Please come back. 4050 minus 40,500 இது என்னது WDV மெத்தட்ல நம்ம கால்குலேட் பண்ணோம் இல்லையா அதோட கண்டினியூஷன் 40,500 minus 4050 is how much? Is it 36450? Is the 2019 opening balance?
Yes, sir.
This is 2019 depreciation. So 2020 oda opening balance is 36450 less depreciation of 2020 under WDV method evlo 3645 varda. This is opening balance of 2020 and this is depreciation of 2020. Opening balance of 2020. Depreciation of 2020. Closing balance of 2020 evlo? It should be 32,805. Correct? So adhe mari
Yes, sir.
36,450 eppadi vanduchu? Opening la irukka 35,000 plus 1,450. Now you are doing a correcting entry. You are doing a corrective entry. So opening balance has become 36,450. On 36,450, you are calculating depreciation 3,645 on WDV method. Idu varikku SLM. In 2020, you are doing WDV. So balance carried down is 32,805. WDV method badiya kuda vandu 2020 oda closing balance is 32,805. So eppadi aachu idu miracle? By adding this 1450. In 1450 நீங்க எக்ஸஸா நீங்க depreciate record பண்ணது reverse பண்ணீங்க. Reverse பண்ணி machinery account it is got added. So after I add this opening balance will be equal to the opening balance had we calculated this machinery based on WDV right from beginning. So in the 1450 க்கு அப்புறம் வர value இருக்கு இல்லையா 35,000 plus 1450 which is 36,450. This 36,450 is nothing but opening balance of 2020. ஒருவேளை நீங்க ஸ்டார்டிங்ல இருந்தே WDV மெத்தட் கால்குலேட் பண்ணிருந்தா இந்த இடத்துல இந்த வேல்யூ தான் வந்திருக்கும் 36450 தான் வந்திருக்கும். சோ அது வர வைக்கிறதுக்கு நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன் SLM லோட ஓபனிங் பேலன்ஸ்ல வந்து அந்த எக்ஸஸ் டெப்ரிசியேஷனை ரிவர்ஸ் பண்ணி ஆட் பண்ணியாச்சுனா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா WDV ஓட பேலன்ஸ் வந்துரும். So 35,000 is what? Opening balance of SLM method. The 35,000 which is there in the ledger is the opening balance. Opening balance of 2020 under SLM method. என்னோட டார்கெட் என்னது? என்னோட டார்கெட் வந்து opening balance of 2020 should be as per WDV. As per WDV, my target is 36450. My target is 36450. So what is the difference? What is the difference? The difference is 1450. So 35,000 oda SLM lindu varum and SLM மூலமா வந்த opening balance oda na 1450. If I am adding, automatically I'll get the WDV of opening balance of 2020. I'll get opening balance as per WDV. As per WDV, opening balance enna irukka vendiyது இருக்கோ அந்த opening balance automatically வந்துரும். That is the purpose of the entry. That is why I said you in that journal entry, machinery account, either it should be in debit or credit depending on excess depreciation or shortage of depreciation. புரியுதா நாம என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம்னு சொல்லிட்டு? This is current year's depreciation. The current year depreciation 3645 charge பண்ணோம்னா as per WDV என்னோட opening balance 36450 இருக்கணும். ஆனா என்னோட opening balance 35,000 தான் இருக்கு. பாருங்க opening balance 35 தான் இருக்கு. 35 க்கு மேல திருப்பி நான் வந்து கால்குலேட் பண்ணா depreciation தப்பாயிடும். On 35,000 you cannot calculate depreciation, that will be going wrong because as per WDV method the opening balance should have been 36,450. அப்போ 36,450 இருக்கணும்னா along with 35,000 please add the difference of 1450 so that you get the opening balance as 36,450 and on this balance you will calculate the depreciation of 2020. That is 3645. Are you able to follow? Are you able to follow guys? இதான் வந்து concept. Asset disposed of up to the end of the previous accounting year has not been considered for the recomputation of depreciation since the net effect on the profit and loss account remains the same irrespective of the fact whether such asset is considered for recomputation or not. The asset which is being sold and the asset ku vandu na depreciation I'm not recomputing because even if you recompute the net effect is the same. This is the net effect calculation, Bharat. You can have a look at this. When the asset disposed of is not considered, what will be the impact? Net impact is 60450. when the asset disposed of is again considered right from the beginning, if you're considering it, the net impact is again 6050. There is no difference. If you consider, or whether you consider or not, the net debit and credit in the P&L is going to be 6050 only.
Say, that one I agree, sir.
Hmm.
I was just telling that in the which name it's coming, that one only I had doubt.
Now, are you clear or still have confusion? Just go through and let me know if you have any still doubt.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Others comfortable, not comfortable? So before we come to next class, my request to all of you is please go through, I'll be uploading this video on YouTube. So please go through this one more time if possible. If you're okay, if you don't want to see the video, at least do both these questions at least one time and come in the next class. So again, we are meeting back on Thursday. We're meeting again on Thursday. Please, before we comes to Thursday's class, 14 and 15 illustration has to be revised, or else you will not understand what is 16. 16
Okay,
the knowledge
sir.
will not be clear. Please go through and let me know if you have any doubts. So with this, we come to end of today's session, guys.
Okay, sir.